What's going on, beautiful people out there on the internet? Welcome to the video. It's Brando Linick here, and this is going to be a short, just candid conversation I want to share with you. Just talking freely about how to get a loan to start a franchise. And the reason why I want to talk about this is over the last couple of years, I won't get into the whole background of it, but over the last couple of years, having started a number of different types of businesses, and throughout that period of time, gotten around and built relationships with good friends of mine who ventured into different business opportunities, specifically for the sake of this video, actually getting a loan to start a franchise, and having seen them take 10, 20, 30, 40 plus years to pay off their loans and their debts from that franchise that they started off with. If this is something that you're looking into, I wouldn't advise it, just because of that. Simply put, unless you are really wanting to strap that ball and chain to your leg, alright, and start a franchise, unless you know that's really your calling, I wouldn't advise you to do this if you just want to start a business, alright, and you don't want to start a business from the ground level, alright, from ground zero. If you want to start a business, alright, I would not advise you to go out and get a loan. It's dreading. It's not a good way to get into a business, just jumping into a huge amount of debt, alright, and then taking the next 10, 20, 30 plus years to pay off that debt, including interest. It's just something to be aware of, things you need to ask yourself. And honestly, like I said, if you're looking at this because you want to start a business but you don't want to start it from ground zero, the best type of business, the best lead I could give you here to overcome that big hurdle of getting a loan and getting in debt and taking 30 years to pay it off would be an online business, alright? And if you hear me out here for a minute, you don't have to agree with me, alright? I'm just spitballing an idea your way here, because over the last 13 months, my experience with this was when I transitioned from a traditional brick and mortar business with a lot of overhead, with equipment, supplies, employees, all the things that are associated with a franchise business model, and I took myself from that to an internet business. I came across a person making a high multiple six-figure income, working on their computer, and that was it. That was their overhead. Other than buying some information and education on how to build a business online, that was their overhead. That was it. So instead of getting into hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt to start a franchise, they were literally just building a business on the computer, online, and working very strategically. Like I said, making a high multiple six-figure income. Because of that, I started to model and copy what they were doing, because they're building a life and building a business at the same time, and was able to, in turn, myself create a full-time income business working part-time on the internet. So this stuff does work. I won't tell you it's the only way to build a business, but if you're looking to get involved in a business where you don't have to start from the ground level, ground floor zero, best thing you could do is really connect with someone who's building a business online, who's willing to show you how to get the results that you want without having to get into just crazy debt, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Did you know, in order to start a franchise, alright, the annual income that you want to make, so if you want to make $100,000 a year from a franchise business, this is something you need to know, you have to invest into the franchise 5 to 10 times the amount of money, alright, that you want to make in it. And it's going to depend, because you're going to need upfront cash to invest in it as well. And 5 to 10 times the amount, so that's $1 million. So your loan would have to be $1 million if you want to make $100,000 a year. And I want you to add that up, look at the interest, and estimate and calculate how long that'll take you to pay off. It's a long time. So I'd advise you not to take that approach, but if you are adamant on learning how to do it, you can do it, alright? I'm not here to tell you what to do, what not to do, but if you want to start a business and learn how to build a business in a lucrative, flexible fashion without getting into that insane overhead and overwhelm, the internet is the best thing you can tap into, alright? With the right guidance and help, you can get started with an internet business for a couple $100 or even a couple $1,000, which is very minimal when you're comparing it to a franchise business model. And it really just comes down to finding someone. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got value out of it. Hope it kind of opens up your eyes and the big picture to this. And now you can overcome some of the hurdles that a lot of people don't consider before doing these types of things. So hope you got value, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one, and most importantly, on the beaches of the world, as well as, in addition to this video, just ending off, if you want to learn how to build a business on the internet, if you want to learn that skill, alright, well, building a business and having a life at the same time online, connect with me on my site. I'll put a link down below. It's 123marketingtips.com, and you'll see a video there from myself and my business partner explaining step by step how you can do this to get the results you want, as well as some cool testimonials from people who I personally work with. So, my friend, appreciate you. It's been a pleasure what I've done. It did require work. I did have to learn some things, but if you're not afraid of that, I'll catch you on the other side. Take care.